shit, you guys! I'm driving your car, but I just got a notification that Ruth Bader Ginsburg died! Could this year get any f***ing worse? Ruth, you just had to make it to 2021!
God, to people that are pro-life, I f***ing hate you! Why can't women have abortions? I just saw the pro-life side driving down the road having a mental breakdown, and I was trying to say, all you people are you're so f***ing stupid!
I get it. I don't like the two-party system. I think our country's corrupt, and quite frankly, I don't want to vote for Biden. It feels like voting for a Republican. But I'm gonna do it. You want to know why?
Why?
Because the alternative is a fascist. A fascist is a fascist. Maybe we can have the conversation about dismantling the two-party system when a fascist isn't running. Maybe we can do that later, kiddo. Champ. Chief. Maybe we can talk about it later.
I could feel pain before I was born. It's a baby. Bitch, I was born and I can feel pain. I wish I wasn't born. You're stupid. And I wish I had been aborted.
What's going on, everyone? It's Talks with Kenny here today, and before I get into this video, I would like to thank everyone for your subscribing, liking the videos. Appreciate all the comments that I get. I really appreciate the support, and I want to be here without you guys, so thank you so much. And let's get into this video. So on the topic of this video, we'll be talking about why are liberals less happy than conservatives. My quick take is, with conservatives, it seems like they operate within reality, right? While liberals, they have this narrative like, oh, the world is out to get me. I just think it's the amount of fear that they have in their life, right? Because conservatives, they worry more about, hey, what's in front of me? While liberals are like, oh, envy pocket watching. This is why they're so in favor of bills like tax the rich, because they're envious, right? A lot of imagination, right? They suffer from it. They're more frightened than they are hurt. Right? They're more frightened. Oh my God, COVID. Like, COVID is a perfect example of this mindset that they have. Oh my God, they were so frightened of COVID. Conservatives are like, like, let me look at it. I'm not at risk, or I'm comfortable taking risk. Like, hey, I don't want to get vaccinated. I'll just go because I'm young, I'm fit. I don't have any of the comorbidities or conditions that make me more prone to death. Only what, 6% of people under a certain age died from COVID. I'm in that age bracket. I'm fine. I'll take the risk. While liberals, they don't want to take no risk. They want to be completely safe. And you can see that with Democratic voters compared to Republican voters. They want the government to make things as easy as possible. They don't want to be stronger. They want the environment to be easier for them to do what they want to do. Now, but let's get into this article. Liberals, especially liberal women, are more likely to be feminists than conservative women. I'm not saying there's no conservative feminists, but usually conservative feminists have like a principle, like, hey, yes, I believe in equality. Yes, I see the unfairness. So if you're a man and you point out some inequality that's going on, a more conservative minded feminist will be able to acknowledge that reality, compared to a liberal feminist. She'll deny and be like, no, that doesn't matter. That she'll give some type of justification for why that inequality should exist, because they personally benefit from it, right? Now, it's just something I observed in my life, right? Liberals, especially liberal women, are significantly less likely to be happy with their lives and satisfied with their mental health compared to their conservative aged counterparts at between the ages of 18 and 55. This is a big takeaway from the 2022 family survey, a striking new poll from YouGov and the Desert, I guess, news, which found that liberals are about 15% less likely to be completely satisfied with their life. And my take on this is that you can see it in the politics, right? What do liberal people complain about? No, the system, the world's not fair, climate change. They're never satisfied with whatever they get. One thing that I notice when I argue with liberals is when they make the claim of America's racist. I'll go, well, America was, sure, maybe you can make the claim, but that's more due to the culture, not America itself. Because at the end of the day, the Constitution, which is what America was founded on, was used to justify freeing the slaves. That means America, the foundation, the system was never racist. It's just the people were. That's it. If you have a guiding principles and you don't follow the principles, is it the principles' fault or is it the people's fault? Humans are flawed. Conservatives walk around in that reality knowing that I'm faulty, you faulty. I don't expect perfection from people. And I think this is what allows conservatives to be more content with their life. And I noticed that, like, I don't worry about problems that I can't control, right? We are more often frightened than hurt. We suffer more from imagination than from reality. Conservatives are more bound to live in reality. Hey, this is the reality. I can't change. If someone's a racist on the comment section, I can't make him not racist. If he's racist, he's racist. I can't do nothing about it. I can prevent him from doing anything bad, like acting on it and doing anything harmful to me and my family. That I can control. But I can't control like how he perceives, how he's motivated. It's just, I don't look for the validation or approval of other people. And I think a lot of conservatives need to have that mindset, because, you know, I think conservatives have that mindset. It's just the Republicans don't have that mindset because they're always scared of what liberal media is going to say about them. And that's why Trump was so successful, because people like conservatives are like, yo, like, they're going to talk bad about you no matter what you do. I might as well do something that we want, which is what the conservatives was asking about from the Republican Party. And this is why you get all these MAGA candidates in the Republican Party, because they're just people who are not scared to offend the liberal media. Done. And liberals are less happy with their lives. Look at it. Liberal men are pretty close. They're like a 4% difference. But look at that. Like conservative men and women are only almost 2 times happier than a liberal. Does this make liberals the most miserable people in the world? I say that. The survey goes on to find that liberals are about 18% points less likely to be completely satisfied with their mental health. Yes, the more liberal a woman is, the more mental health problems that she has. It's correlated. There's a correlation there. I don't know the studies. You guys can look it up for yourselves. Don't take my word for it. Go be informed. If you think what I'm saying is baloney, go research it. The studies found that most women are antidepressants. There's a correlation that they're more liberal. I make the studies up. I saw it somewhere. But the problem appears to be especially acute for liberal women who register the lowest level of satisfaction with their lives and mental health. Indeed, only 15% of liberal women in the age group surveyed are completely satisfied with their lives, compared to 31% of conservative women. Likewise, only 50% of liberal women are completely satisfied with their mental health, compared to their 36% conservative women. Liberals are less satisfied with mental health, right? And that's a big component. Like the things they push, like imagine that. If you had a liberal couple, liberal men, liberal women, and you had a conservative man, conservative woman, and they both have kids, which kid will most likely be doubting their gender? Which kid will be less satisfied with their gender identity? I'll wait. Obviously, you're gonna say the liberals, and I think this is why, because they're pest. I don't know what it is. I think it's nihilism. I think liberal people are just more susceptible to nihilism, because in conservative, there's a conservative culture that you have to live. You have like a code of honor, like you have principles that you follow and you're subjected to, right? Whether it be Christianity, Muslim religion, Judaism, right? Stoicism, right? There's guiding principles that as a conservative you follow, and you're like, hey, this is what I'm trying to live up to. This is the standard that I'm trying to put myself at. Well, in the liberal side, it's just vague. Oh, anyone can do anything they want to do, and this is the result. Chaos, order, right? Conservatives, order. Hey, there's an order to my life. Men do this, women do that. Gender roles. I think that's why we have the statistics out there that says that traditional marriage is the most highly surveyed, like from a satisfaction point of view, is the most satisfying marriage out of all different types, whether it be 50-50 marriage, the modern marriage, where, you know, conservatives are more likely to be traditionally married. The guys, the breadwinner, mom could either be a stay-at-home mom or she has a career, but it's just they know, hey, he's the leader of the house. Those report higher satisfaction ratings, right? And conservatives, based on their temperament, their moral framework, how they accept the reality that, hey, men are good at certain things, women are good at certain things, and they're more likely to set themselves up along the lines of gender roles, which statistically makes them happier or more satisfied with their life. With liberals, it's like they're trying to rebel against reality, right? There's a verse in the Bible, I forgot what it says, where the Bible says that Jesus is the light and the truth. And if you're Christian, the most important thing to you is the truth. Truth is more important. Objectivity is more important than what you think personally. And with liberals, I think the reason why they're so dissatisfied with life is the fact that reality doesn't conform to their worldview. They think, oh, women and men should be able to do the same job, same whatever. And then they notice the discrepancy. And then when a conservative points out, yeah, men tend to work more hours than women, so that could probably do with the discrepancy, they get mad because they want it to be, no, you're discriminating me based on my sex. But the reality doesn't conform to what they believe to be true. And that caused, like, I forgot what it's called, cognitive dissonance. Let me know in the comment section if I said it right. But that cognitive dissonance, I believe, is a big component of why their mental health is like down the tubes. Two family factors have a lot to do with this ideological gap: marital status and family satisfaction, which is, if you look at the statistics for women's happiness meter, social relationships are the primary source of women's satisfaction and fulfillment in life. And who's more likely to not be married at a certain age? Liberal women. I'm not giving you a case. I'm just telling you what it is. And if you're a liberal, you're trying to live up to some image of that your ideology tells you should, or is it something that you personally feel happy with? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Given that conservatives aged 18 and 55 are about 20% more likely to be married, as well as 18% more likely to be satisfied with their families, the lesson here is obvious. Marriage and family are strongly linked to happiness and to personal mental health in particular. Yeah, this is why you go insane in asylum. Like, if you're in solitary confinement, that's why you go insane, because we're social creatures. All humans are social creatures, but women, biology, this is nature now, they value it way more than men value it, because men value more accomplishments, right? What I do, how I'm performing, right? That's why men compare. Oh, I make more money than you. That's what we like. The competitiveness. That tends to lean more male or more masculine. If you want to, for all my people that says, oh, it's not a gender thing. Oh, it's obvious. Liberals are less happy with their family life. Of course they are. And look at the satisfaction rating, 61%. Like, hey, I'm saying, like, family, social relationships matter a lot to women, and that's the reality. If you don't follow that and you try to be like, oh no, I can do it, I'm fine being single to my 40s, to my 50s. Oh, you gonna see how fun that is? 40, 50 single. Oh yeah. They say the most unhappiest woman in the world is a single woman with no kids, with a high-powered career. Like, she's making like 400, like a CEO woman, has no family, has no kids, just work. Because women don't find much satisfaction in work. Right? There's a saying here: you work to live, you don't live to work. And that's what happens. These women end up be living to work instead of working to live. I don't know. It's a paradigm shift. On the family front, conservative Americans, not politicians admittedly, have a major advantage, in large part because they are more likely to embrace the family first values and virtues that steer them towards wedlock and fulfilling family lives. This appears to be especially true for conservative women, who report the highest level of satisfaction with their family lives. And also with this liberal mindset too. I think this is also why in the black community especially, it's heavily single motherhood. This is why you get this, oh, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man. That's a liberal mindset. And there's videos after videos of black women complaining about how they're tired of being the strong one in their families. They're tired of that. They're stressed out, overworked, right? It's only them, so much pressure on them. Like, that's the reality. But that's the reality most women accept. Like, most single moms put themselves in, either through follow their own or a faulty mating choice they made and had the kid by a man that wasn't, then they have the character to stay with them. Whatever the case may be, that is the reality. And I think it's mostly because of the liberal worldview that they have. That's just my case. That's just what I'm saying. The problems facing liberals then is that too many of them have embraced the false narrative that the paths to happiness run counter to marriage and family life, right? There's women that think independence, freedom, work will make them happy, which it doesn't. When you have a theory, right? And this is my guiding principle. If you have a theory about something and you try it out in reality, and reality tells you it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But these people, liberals, I'm just bringing back to the parties. Democrats, no matter how much they try these certain policies and they see the negative effects of these policies, like welfare, right? gun control laws. It don't matter. They have a vision of how the world should be, and they'll keep going down that vision. It doesn't matter what the reality, what the test results are. Oh, those test results are faulty. They always rationalize why it went wrong and why that they have to continue going down that path. And they'll keep going down that path until somebody stop them or we vote them out. And this is why I want to have a more informed America. I don't care regardless if you agree with me and you think the Republican Party is the solution, or you just think, hey, libertarians, I want to make my own party, whatever the case is. My philosophy is, let's not make things worse. And to me, if you vote 2022 Democrat, you're going to make things worse, because you're wrapped up in a vision. You're wrapped up in their intentions. Oh, this will make the world better. But proof after proof after proof shows you that this is not the case. Feminists will say, oh, women must be a feminist. All women must be feminists. But they see how unhappy you are in your life. Why would they want to be a feminist? If they see your life, you say, hey, your life is a wreck. You got a bunch of dogs. You don't see content. You're talking about you got depression. I don't want that. And then you get mad at my, I'm speaking from personal experience, but you're mad at my wife because she chooses to be a stay-at-home mom because that's what she finds fulfilling, being with our son. But there's women out there that'll tell her that she's doing the wrong choice. But look at their lives. And this is what really got me. Significant portions of popular media filled with days with stories celebrating divorce and singleness. I think that's a big proponent of why liberals in general are so damn miserable. And then, miserably love company, right? And they try to make everyone else miserable. A recent story by Molly Smith in Bloomberg, for instance, falsely claimed that women who stay single and don't have kids are getting richer. In reality, married mothers are richest, and spotlight childless single women who claim personal happiness in the worlds of one. I love my life, and I feel very fulfilled. The challenge for progressives is to understand and appreciate these women are outliers. Yes, they're the exception, not the rule. And if you try to live your life based on exceptions, you're going to get a negative outcome. This is my argument for why the black community needs to change who we look up to, who we idolize. Like these sports stars, we shouldn't be idolizing them anymore, right? Because all the black kids, all the black men, or we trying to be athletes, but these athletes are outliers because only 450 people in America, in the world, can claim that they're an NBA basketball player. Millions and millions of kids just squat, and then what? And when they don't make it, what's the next move? You get me? If your strategy is, I'm gonna be a basketball player, well, the stats are that only one basketball player per like your whole high school county game will be an NBA player, and all you guys think you will make it to NBA. You see, it's not a strategic approach to life, and I think that's what the difference between conservatives and liberals are. The secret to happiness for most men and women involves marriage and a life based around family, which the Democrats are a seemingly anti-nuclear family, right? Who's pro-family, who's nuclear? This is just my perception because I'm very pro-family. And that aligns more to what the Republicans' platform is pushing on, especially with school choice, right? The Democrats think that your kids is everyone's kids. No, my kid is my kid. Well, the challenge for conservatives, of course, is to find a new cultural platform to communicate the values of family and marriage life to young people fleeing from the very way of life most likely to increase their odds of happiness. Well, my closing thoughts, I think this is very true. That's why family is so important. If you're a single woman and you don't have anybody, be close to your family. I felt like there was another story I heard somewhere that women, during the whole COVID thing, when they moved back to where their parents were, they felt mental health wise, they felt a lot better because they're around their family. And I think that's one solution that could be given out. But end of the day, it's your choice. But let me know, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. I would really like to hear what you guys think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.